Driving into the World Defence Show in Riyadh this week, you could see the batteries of Patriot missiles, an indicator of the threat that surrounds this region. Of course, there is much at stake, with regional governments expected to spend more than $312 billion in the next 10 years, according to the Aviation Week data. The show is once again sold out, despite having grown significantly in scale, footprint and participation since World Defence Show 24. Now spanning 273,000 square metres, the event features a new fourth exhibition hall and introduces new conferences. Over 5 days, the event brought together industry primes, government delegations and technology entrepreneurs. Here, the latest technologies for air, land and sea sees manufacturers from across the world come together from Russia, China, India, Turkey, Belarus, Europe and the Americas, and all of them were under scrutiny. Saudi Arabia's Minister of Defence, Prince Khalifa bin Salman, met exhibitors from the 89 countries before formally opening the show beneath the debut of his Air Force's display team, the Saudi Hawks, in their new Mark 165 BAE Systems Hawk aircraft in their eye-catching green and white livery. The RSAF's F-15s and 2 US Navy F-35Cs demonstrated the internationalism of the whole event. On the ground, similarly impressive demonstrations and manoeuvres were carried out by an array of armoured vehicles. Deals were done. Expectations were so great that a dedicated area for MOU signings was created in the Saudi Industry Hall and were constantly busy. So Tony, pretty impressive here, but some of the manufacturers are coming in expecting great deals, and how's it working?
I mean, we've seen several MOUs, and these are memorandums of understanding about essentially additional collaboration in the kingdom. I think it's a sort of way of proving themselves, towards the Vision 2030, making sure that these are reliable, trusted companies that can come here and work. And we've seen several of these now. We've seen one from Airbus around the A400M as Airbus tries to push the A400M here. Leonardo, and also waiting to see if Turkish Aerospace gets one around the Khan combat aircraft.
There's certainly been a lot of buzz about that, wasn't there, after the President of Turkey was here recently with the Crown Prince?
That's right. I mean, a few days ago he was here. He was meeting Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince, and on the way home he chatted to journalists and said, "We are literally on the cusp of signing this deal." Saudi Arabia has been looking to get into a future fighter program for some time. It's been looking around at the various projects. And, maybe this is the first place. Maybe this is the first stop that's found that is amenable to the realities it wants to achieve and what it wants to get out of it.
Is it going to be as good as this one?
No, nothing can ever beat the Panavia Tornado. Here, one of the last sort of free operators of this aircraft, the RAF got rid of theirs, but the RSAF is continuing to fly this beauty of the skies. My favourite thing here.
Saudi Vision 2030 aims to localise over 50% of military equipment spending by 2030, transforming the kingdom into a self-sufficient defence manufacturing hub. Led by GAMI, the General Authority for Military Industries, and SAMI, Saudi Arabian Military Industries, this initiative drives economic diversification, creates jobs and strengthens national security through domestic production and strategic partnerships. Indeed, it seems likely a final assembly for Airbus H175 helicopters could be on the cards for the kingdom, and both Leonardo and Turkish Aerospace have agreements in place. Major manufacturers like RTX's Raytheon, BAE Systems and Rolls-Royce already have passed the 50% localisation mark.
So if I take the Typhoon program, for example, that has been a real vehicle for bringing real cutting-edge, value-adding capability into the existing industry within Saudi Arabia, to the point now where over 60% of repairs for Typhoon go through Saudi industry.
Of course, uncrewed vehicles, killer drones, missiles and counter-UAS were all over the show. AI and robotics were everywhere to be seen on the show ground, from the police doing their jiu-jitsu manoeuvres to keep an eye on what we were doing. But one I especially liked was the robot who delivered me my daily newspaper, the Aviation Week Show Business News. Thank you very much. As part of the Saudi Arabia Vision 2030, the government wants to use technology to make people safer and secure, and modernising firefighting capabilities is emerging as a key priority. The Chinese eVTOL firm EHang is a key contender. The adapted eVTOL, which will be flown remotely under the proposed concept of operations, will be fitted with roof-mounted retardant launchers. This show is all about the future of defence, of collaboration, of battlefield integration. And here, at the heart of all of this, is the next big thing. It's the Combat Air Programme that's brought together trinational by Italy, Japan and the UK. Well, I know Tony Osborne told you that the Tornado was the best thing since sliced bread. Well, this is coming further on by many generations, the 6th generation, and it's a giant leap from the 5th. Now it's here in Saudi. Who knows if we'll see it here in the future? But the future is here. That's me signing off from Riyadh. Thank you for watching.